So I legit haven't made a video in in a cool while now. Been kind of busy. I'm always busy. That's always my excuse for why I'm not making videos. I'm not even that busy right now. I'm just busy with work. I'm just too lazy to make a damn video. Anyway, so I'm in my car. I finally got that done. Got my car and everything. And I'm at LA Fitness, and I'm waiting for fucking Aiden, the admin of Yu-Gi-Oh memes and friend and player and all that shit. He's fucking crying all day, telling me to hurry up and go to the gym, and I get here, and this bitch isn't here, doesn't answer me. Nevertheless, I'm bored, so I'm gonna make a video, and I finally have an excuse or time to make a video. The new format just hit. Nothing really changed. I guess the feeling of not getting end phase geared as much is such a relief, because it's just as bad as Rescue Rabbit. And I don't even think Rescue Rabbit was broken because of the fact that there's a lot of outs to it. But Gear, there's minimal outs to it. You can't stop it unless you have like Wire Tap or 7 tools, in which case if your opponent does on your end phase the first turn, then you're in a really bad position. It brings out monsters that are 1,000 attack points, so you can't bottomless the monsters. And then it pumps them up a level. And then Gigant is a floater, so it's an instant +1. It's ridiculous. Nevertheless, that's at 1, so that's pretty cool. That's Gear. That was the reason why I did not like playing last format, because Gear was really annoying to play against, and I didn't want to play Gear because it was really boring, and whatever. Nats was pretty cool. I was watching the live stream while I was at work, which is pretty funny. Sylvans are really popular right now. Artifacts became popular again. Like, they were popular early format, and they died out, and now they're being popular again. Trap Tricks are being splashed in everything. Fire and Ice Hand are still at 3. Soul Charge is still at 3. Those cards are nuts. Like, if you're not playing a deck that can utilize Soul Charge, like, you're not playing the game correctly right now, because Soul Charge is nuts. Like, the card should not exist because it's a savage card. You can argue all you want that it's balanced, but any card that can bring out 5 monsters, and sure, you'll pay 5,000 life points in a format where everybody's running triple fucking upstart, yeah, good for you. You know, you're paying 5,000 life points, whatever. Ridiculous. The Fire and Ice Hands are pretty bad for the game too, in my opinion. That's because and like, one of the best examples I like using right now is like your opponent sets a monster first turn, and it could be Armor, it could be Lindy, it could be a Worm, because that was a deck for a while. It could be any Fire and Ice Hand, which is pretty ridiculous. Some old guy just walked by me like, what the fuck? Those cards are just really hard to play around game 1. You have to waste resources into making a Dweller if your opponent sets a monster, because you're afraid of getting a -1 if you attack into a hand. And that's really bad too, because like it's kind of not fair, because you have to do stupid shit to get around them. Nobody mains Debunk, nobody mains Soul Drain, nobody mains Defish or Macro anymore, especially when they're at 1. So those cards are just really bad for the game, in my opinion, especially since they get rid of established boards just by 1 card. Yeah, you can make a mistiming. Yeah, you can play around in game 2 and 3. And yeah, you know, if you're playing a mirror match and you're playing against multiple hands, if you have a hand, your opponent has a hand. If you're a better player, you can make your opponent's hands useless. You can make a mistiming. That's pretty cool. But in most cases, like, it's really hard to play a deck right now that isn't Trap Tricks related or Artifacts or something along that lines, because they just lose to hands. So I don't know where Aiden is. Well, New Rule's pretty cool, actually. I like it a lot. I went to Locals yesterday because I felt like going to Locals, a new rule, new format, whatever. And I made 3-Axis Fire Fist because I felt like it was going to be a fun deck to play, and I wanted to test out just the fact, you know, if I'm going first and I draw 5 cards, I can still generate a +3 and then balance out the whole going first thing. And it worked. It helped. It was okay. But when I would establish my board, I would lose to a Fire and Ice Hand. So I was like, you know what, fuck this. Like, I can't do this. I'm gonna just play a different deck that's gonna generate a +1. But then, like, I noticed a new rule. Like, the new rules, it's really weird too, because a lot of different scenarios came up. Like, I was siding, and I was like, I don't know whether to side for going first or going second, because I don't know if my opponent's gonna want to go first or second, because he's playing Mermails. And I was like, I really don't know. Like, I don't know if he's gonna want to go second. And then it turns out my opponent wanted to go second, and I was like, oh shit, I sided in cards that are kind of bad for me. No, I sided in cards that are usually sided when I'm going second. So it's kind of weird, because like it makes siding a little bit harder. Because I'm so used to like not siding in Dark Hole if I'm going first, because I have no reason to. Like, I play traps in my deck, so I'm not really gonna let an established board go through, which is like the main point. Like Nobleman Crossout, like I wouldn't side 3 if I'm going first. I would probably side like 2 or 1, and stuff like that. Like, a lot of the different scenarios came up, and I was kind of confused. So that's pretty neat. A new way to play the game with the whole drawing the 5. Infernities are pretty good right now. I was actually playing around with them yesterday too, because my friend has the deck, and messing around with it on Dueling Network. You know, you have 1 less card. Like, the deck literally benefits off this rule the most. So I definitely think Infernities are going to be a really played deck right now. Not even because they're amazing, but just because they're kind of hyped. You can still pull off first turn Felgrind with Dragon Rulers, but most of the time when you do it, you're just going to have like 4 cards to their 6, in which case Felgrind isn't as good. because they just have possibility of drawing into more outs. Like breakthrough skill is an instant out to foul ground, which is ridiculous. I think breakthrough skill is nuts right now. Goyle Guardian is back, so people are playing Mermails, and you can make it pretty easily in Mermails. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I haven't been Goyled yet. Like I haven't let it resolve. Just bottomless torrential. I'm playing Deep Prison. Right now, I'm like jumping back and forth between like artifact variants and trap trick variants and Sylvans and Invernities, and I'm playing Deep Prison in a few of them just because the hands are annoying. And then Goyle comes out, I'm just like, oh cool, Deep Prison, like whatever. I don't know, like Goyle's not even that broken of a card right now, so it's like whatever. What the fuck is Aiden? And Pendulums came out too, and I don't think they're gonna do anything anytime soon. So that's the thing. I just think they kind of suck right now. Mainly because they don't really have like synergy with decks that I can think of in the future. They had like Exceeds, like when Exceeds first came out, and I was like, we had like Leviathan and not even Leviathan, we had like Grenosaurus and Utopia and Gachi. It was kind of random, like people were playing like Gadgets with Utopia OTK and like Agents with Gachi, and that was really it, so it kind of sucked. It's gonna be like that for a while, so I'm not too worried about Pendulums right now, and there's like countless rulings about them that I still need to like figure out. I don't even know what the fuck they do. That's really all I have to say. I'm just gonna end the video here now. Like, I'm sorry I haven't been making videos. I've been kind of busy. I'm trying to do more skits and shit. I'm trying to get more into this, but I just can't. I can't find myself to bring the attention to Yu-Gi-Oh right now because I don't like the current format. It's not good. It's way too diverse. There's way too many options right now in Yu-Gi-Oh. Just too many variables to think about, especially if your opponent sets back, or you can't end phase space half the time because you can hit a Sanctum. You can hit a lot of that shit. You can't space on your turn because you can hit any artifact. It's just ridiculous. I just can't wait until Shadows come out, so then it'll be a one-deck format again, and then the better players will win the mirror matches, and then I'll be playing more, hopefully. But until then, I will see you guys later. I will try and make more videos, and if you guys care, just like, subscribe, comment, whatever, and I'll see you guys later. Ooh, look who finally decided to show up. And here he is. Huh? Finally decided to show up after I fucking waited for like 10 minutes. Who? You!
Who are you talking to?
I'm fucking filming.
Oh. For what?
Because I was making a video because I was like, Aiden's not fucking here yet, so I'm going to just talk about the new format.
Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh memes lifts.
Let's go. Say bye.
Bye.
End.